Seiko is quite the hot topic in the horology community, hence why we have covered the watch giant in but a few posts in the past. But who doesn't love Seiko? So today we decided to do 10 things about the company you probably didn't know. If you enjoyed today's content, liking and subscribing would help us out immensely. And without further delay, let's get right into it. Seiko was founded in 1881 in Tokyo, Japan by 21-year-old Kentaro Hattori. Initially, the company was known as Kei Hattori & Co., a small watch and clock repair shop, but it gradually expanded into a full-fledged watch manufacturing business, eventually becoming one of the world's largest manufacturers. Seiko is known for its high quality and innovative watches. In fact, the company is credited with introducing the world's first quartz watch in 1969, which revolutionized the watch industry. In 1968, Kei Hattori's president, Shoji Hattori, told his team that he wanted them to achieve the commercial release of a quartz watch within 1 year. The result? The Seiko Quartz Astron 35 SQ, released December 25, 1969, at a price of 450,000 yen, which changed the world. With 100 times the accuracy of a standard mechanical watch, accurate to within plus or minus 5 seconds per month, it was the watch that launched the quartz movement that would eventually bring accurate timekeeping within the reach of all, which, in turn, led the worldwide manufacturer's quartz crisis. Seiko produces a wide range of watches, including mechanical, quartz, GPS, and kinetic watches. Kinetic watches are a hybrid of mechanical and quartz watches launched at Switzerland's Bezel World in 1986. Originally known as the AGS, or Automatic Generating Quartz, the kinetic has an oscillating weight which converts the wearer's motion into electricity, which powers the quartz movement. The generated electricity is stored in a rechargeable battery that requires replacement less frequently than the conventional cell battery in a quartz watch. Seiko is also known for its precision timekeeping. The company has been the official timekeeper for several Olympic Games, including the 1964 Tokyo, Japan Olympics, known as the first ever Olympics to be broadcast live by satellite. 3 Seiko Group companies, Seikosha Clock Factory, Daini Seikosha, and Suwa Seikosha, produced a total of 1,278 timers, clocks, and stopwatches, as well as a thorough marketing effort to promote their brand to the world. The vast exposure vaulted the company and generated a global sales expansion for Seiko products. Seiko is a vertically integrated company, which means that it controls every aspect of the watchmaking process, from designing and manufacturing the components to assembling the final product. Since as early as 1910, Seiko makes all parts of their timepieces, the cases, the dials, and every aspect of the movement, all done in-house with thorough control of quality, delivery dates, and cost. Seiko has several watch brands under its umbrella, including Grand Seiko, Seiko Astron, Seiko Prospex, Seiko 5 Sports, Seiko Diamond Collection, Seiko Presage, and King Seiko. Each brand is designed for a specific market segment, with Grand Seiko being the most high-end and luxurious timepieces made by master craftsmen in Seiko's 2 exclusive watchmaking studios, using exclusive movements with the highest grade materials. Seiko is committed to sustainability and has set several targets to reduce its environmental impact. For example, the company aims to use 100% renewable energy by 2030 and reduce its CO2 emissions by 50% by 2030. In 2021, the brand switched to renewable electricity at all their domestic plants and offices. They've also adopted the TCFD recommendations, of which there are 11, to demonstrate the sustainability of their business operations. By the end of World War II, all Seiko factories were destroyed except for one, their Suwa Seikosha factory. Over the next decade, Seiko rebuilt its Daini Seikosha factory. Having both Suwa and Daini as separate entities of the same brand would become a company-wide attempt to promote healthy competition in design. Thus came the battle for supremacy between 2 separate subsidiaries of Seiko in the year 1959. The most notable competition between the 2 divisions of Seiko was the push and pull between the Grand Seiko from Suwa and the King Seiko from Daini. Ultimately, Suwa won out regarding the most popular Seiko styles. Their designs are still leaned upon the most in terms of today's sales. However, many Daini watches have made it to market and are favorite pieces to a sizable group of watch collectors. In 1959, the Neuchâtel Swiss Observatory opened up to entrants from outside of Europe, testing the world's best chronometers for 45 days. In their first year of the competition, in 1963, Seiko entered Sua Seikosha in the wristwatch category, placing in 144th position. In their second year, Seiko also entered Dani Seikosha in the wristwatch category, placing in 153rd position. In just 5 years, Seiko Sua factory had increased to 12th position, while the Seiko Dani factory had increased to 4th place. With potentially threatening Seiko's victories in 1968, the Geneva Observatory cancelled its contest as Swiss brands threatened to boycott. The Swiss Observatory competitions were suspended and never revived. At 2 p.m. on February 1st, 1953, the first television signal was transmitted in Japan, which started as the Tokyo television opening ceremony and a speech by Furokaki Tetsuro, president of the NHK. Seeing an opportunity and adding to their rich history, Seiko quickly got involved by showcasing a comet flower alarm clock featured in the first TV commercial aired in Japan on August 28, 1953 at 7 p.m., immediately following the hourly signal on the station Nihon TV. And that's it for our 10 things about Seiko you probably didn't know. Let us know down in the comments below if you did or didn't know some of these facts, and I'll see you guys next time.